the center fielder. And starting for Ridgeview, the leadoff hitter is Shea Dutler, the center fielder. Michaela Copeland at second. Katie Pinky, the first baseman. Emma Voss, the right fielder. Addison Schmidt, the pitcher. Autumn Henschel, the catcher. Morgan Todd, the DP. Abby Wadsley, the center fielder. Anya Kistenmacher, the shortstop. And Sky Hinkle, the third baseman. As we are going into our national anthem, so we'll go ahead and take a break.
At the Loft-Schumann Rec Center in Holstein, you'll find the right fit for your fitness goals. This is why so many of the Ridgeview Raptors choose to make this their home to train. Youth activities, adult leagues, and fitness equipment, they have the facility, so all you'll need to bring is the fight. Plus, they have fitness trainers available if you need some basic guidance or upper-level techniques. The Loft-Schumann Rec Center in Holstein, home to the Ridgeview Raptors and a proud supporter of all area youth activities.
Someone at the Holstein Supermarket.
Whether you live, work, or travel through Holstein, A&A Food and Fuel has everything you need. Delicious pizza, buy the slice or get a whole pizza. Try the Tiefenthaler brats and hamburgers fresh off the grill. Or pick up some chicken for you or the whole family. Fill up your vehicle with our quality fuel and expect friendly customer service every time you stop by. A&A Food and Fuel, Highway 59 in Holstein.
FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we're just at the very end of our national anthem as we're getting ready for the semifinals here in regional softball. Of course, the winners tonight advance on to a regional final. We'll have to let you know either tomorrow or Monday where that will be. I believe they'll take on the winner of West 2 against West Lion. So, sorry, had to take a second there to put my cap back on because you take it off for the national anthem, and I'm looking right at the sun, so it really helps to have the bill of my cap. So, again, starting for Hinton, the first three batters, it will be Emily Small, the right fielder, Sydney George, the left fielder, and Aubrey Lake, the third baseman. If anyone gets on, Bella Badar, the shortstop. And the pitcher, of course, for Ridgeview is Addison Schmidt. Around the infield, Sky Hinkle at third, Anya Kistenmacher at short, Michaela Culpin at second, and Katie Pinkinky at first. Around the outfield, left field, Abby Wandry. In center field, Shea Dutler. And in right field, Emma Voss. All right, ready to go. First pitch tonight in the semifinal. Both teams have won 2 games to get here. And Schmidt is ready with the first pitch of the ball game. Addison Schmidt fires. It'll be a little bit high, 1-0. We're right behind home plate. So we've got a good view, not directly behind it, but behind the batter just a little bit, the right-handed batter. And that one will miss a little bit low. Didn't miss by much, but 2-0. Emily Small, the right fielder, leading it off here for the Blackhawks. And here comes the 2-0 pitch from Addison Schmidt, and it's grounded weakly to Schmidt over to first in time. Nice play as Schmidt fields it and throws it over to first baseman Katie Pinkinky. So grounding out, pitcher to first is Emily Small, and Sydney George, the left fielder, is the batter. She is a left-handed batter, batting with 1 out, nobody on base here in the top of the first inning. Schmidt winds, fires, that'll be low and in the dirt, so it's 1-0. Aubrey Lake, the third baseman, on deck. If anyone gets on, Bella Badar, the shortstop. So here comes the 1-0 pitch, and that'll be in there for a called strike. Sydney George with a 1-1 count. Steps out of the batter's box, now back in. Nice crowd on hand as usual. A lot of fans on the right field line and out in center field. Ground ball goes to short. Nice fielding play over to first, over to Pinkinky as the shortstop for Ridgeview, Anya Kistenmacher over to Katie Pinkinky. So grounding out short to first is Sydney Thorpe. She hit that on the 1-1 pitch, and there's 2 out, nobody on base, and Aubrey Lake, the third baseman, right-handed batter, batting 2 outs, nobody on, and the foul goes wide of third base. It's 0-1 count. 0-1 count on the right-handed batting Aubrey Lake. Third baseman sneaking in a little bit for Ridgeview. Swung on and missed. That is Sky Hinkle. And the count now goes 0-2. 0-2 on Aubrey Lake. Top of the first inning, no score, 2 outs, nobody on base, and Aubrey Lake, the batter, the 0-2 pitch, popped up on the right side and just out of play. Down the right field line, so it stays 0-2 on Aubrey Lake, the third baseman. She'll get back in the batter's box. And Schmidt with the 0-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball goes right back to Edison Schmidt. Over to first on 1 hop is good. So grounding out, pitcher to first is Aubrey Lake. 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. At the end of half an inning, it is Hinton, nothing, Ridgeview coming to bat.
The chance your parents may need to move one day is a road no one wants to look down.
Can we build for you? At Holstein Fabrication, we have state-of-the-art equipment and world-class Midwestern work ethic to design, fabricate, and produce metal parts, weld metals, and produce products in a timely manner. We specialize in laser cutting stainless steel sheet, plate, and now with a 3-dimensional laser table, we can work with square and round tube, punch holes, and bend with extreme accuracy. What can we build for you? Visit us today and let's find out at Holstein Manufacturing, a division of Holstein Fabrication.
Holstein has opened their doors for dine-in eating.
For any reason, for every season, we have what you need at Stevenson Hardware in Holstein. We may be a small family-owned hardware store, but we listen to our customers and stock what you need. Tools to build your dreams and Valspar paint to give them life. Grills and gardening supplies to make your summers nice. Mowers to snowblowers, hardware to plumbing, electrical to agricultural, school supplies to household cleaners. We have it or we'll get it. Expect more from our family-owned hardware store. Stevenson Hardware on Main in Holstein.
Lead it off for the Ridgeview Raptors here in the bottom of the first inning. No score as Hinton went 1-2-3 in the top of the first inning. So on the pitching mound for Hinton is Jaden Case. First pitch will be in there for a called strike 1 right at the letters. So 0-1 the count on the right-handed batting Shea Duttler, the center fielder for the Raptors, and that one will miss inside. 1-1 count. 1-1 count. The breeze would be blowing out a little bit toward right field. Not a whole lot, but I think that would help a ball hit out to right. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Case over to first. So hitting back to pitcher Case as she throws it over to first baseman Taylor Ryder. So grounding out pitcher to first is Duttler. 1 out, nobody on base, and Michaela Culpet is the batter. Michaela, the second baseman, a left-handed batter. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the first, no score. That'll be in there. Both pitchers off to a pretty decent start here. Addison Schmidt looked good in the top of the first. Here comes the pitch. That will miss. It's 1-1. 1-1 count on the left-handed batting Michaela Culpin. Katie Pinkinky, the first baseman, is on deck. Here comes the pitch. That will miss. 2-1. Didn't miss by much, but it's a ball. 2-1 to Michaela Culpin. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That'll be low and in the dirt. So it's a 3-1 count on Michaela Culpin as we're looking for a first base runner of the game. Case is ready, rubs up the softball and ready in the circle with the 3-1 pitch. Pauses just a moment and she is ready with the 3-1 pitch. That's in there for a call strike, taking all the way. So it's a full count, 3-2. Caleb Colpin, second baseman. For Coach Phelps. Again, full count, 3-2. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball goes right back to Case. Over to first in time. So Case fields it, throws it over her first baseman, Taylor Ryder. So grounding out pitcher to first. We've seen that now 3 times. Or is it 4 times? 4 times in the first inning. A ground ball to the pitcher. So 2 outs, nobody on base. Katie Hinky is the batter. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball goes out to second. Fielded well over to first baseman Ryder from the second baseman Deanna Kunkel. So grounding out second to first is Katie Hinky. 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors at the end of 1 complete. It is Hinton nothing, Ridgeview nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Everything under the sun that's fun.
Rod's Fertilizer and Sales in Galva supports the Ridgeview Raptors in all sporting events. Rod's Fertilizer and Sales in Galva has been locally owned and operated since 1985, and they look forward to helping you with your fertilization and custom application needs. The friendly staff at Rod's Fertilizer and Sales gets to know their customers, and they treat them like family, and they look forward to meeting with you. And good luck to the Ridgeview Raptors from Rod's Fertilizer and Sales in Galva.
Top quality products made right.
The Backdraft Bar and Grill on Main Street in Holstein is the perfect dining establishment. Whether it's lunch or dinner, they have a menu that has something for everyone. Maybe it's a burger with cheese and bacon, or a tasty chicken sandwich, or maybe a hot dog with some delicious sauerkraut, or try the fried pickles or crab cheddar jalapeno bites on the side. And who can forget their phenomenal selection of original handmade specialty pizzas? The Backdraft Bar and Grill has it all. Extinguish your hunger at the Backdraft on Main in Holstein.
Radar hits it out into left field, slides in second for a double. So Bella Badar, the first hit, first base runner of the game in the top of the second inning. That was a first pitch. And Badar is on at second with nobody out here at the top of the second inning. And, of course, no score. Addison Schmidt will pitch to Alyssa Fisher. Strong-looking right-handed batter. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball goes out into center field, and it'll be first and third. It was fielded well out there in center field by the Ridgeview Raptors, Shea Dutler. And so a single moves Bella Badar to third. So runners at the corners, first and third. I think we'll have a courtesy runner coming in. Courtesy runner is Kyra Shaw. So Shaw is on at first. Badar is on at third. Top of the second inning with no score. Jaden Case, the pitcher. So back-to-back base hits by Bella Badar and Alyssa Fisher to start the top of the second inning. And Schmidt winds first pitch. That'll be low. And both base runners stay where they are, first and third. Shaw on at first is the courtesy runner. Badar on at third. Top of the second inning, lead run on at third. Here comes the pitch. And I believe that's inside, so it's 2-0. 2-0 count on Jaden Case to be followed by Taylor Ryder, the first baseman. So Schmidt ready with the pitch. And that had her handcuffed. It's in there for a strike. As Case wanted to swing, but just didn't know whether it was in the strike zone or not, and it was. So it's now 2-1. Ground ball goes out to short, flips to second, and a double play, but they drive in a run. So double play, and Jaden Case will not get credit for an RBI when he hit into a double play, but the run did score as Badar comes across, and Hinton leads it by a score of 1-0. 2 outs, and the batter be Taylor Ryder. So a double and a single set up that inning, and the run scored on the double play. That will miss. It's 1-0 on Taylor Ryder. We're at the top of the second inning. Here comes the pitch. And that catches the inside corner, so we're 1-1 on Taylor Ryder. A run in as Hinton leads at 1-0. Infield playing in rather shallow. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Oh, that's a changeup out of the strike zone. 2-1 count. Addison Schmidt got the double play a moment ago, but a run scored. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball goes to the left side, fielded well, over to first in time. So the third baseman, Ty Hinkle, fires over to Katie Pinkinky, and grounding out third to first is Taylor Ryder. In the inning, 1 run on 2 hits, and nobody left. At the end of, or I should say the middle of the second inning, Hinton has taken the lead 1-0. You're listening to Hinton Ridgeview Softball on KCAG FM 92.1.
EverTech, we believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends. And EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
Stevenson Hardware in Holstein is
about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with
that batter leading off the bottom of the second with the Raptors down by a score of 1-0. Now that pitch goes way over everybody, so it's 2-0. Addison Schmidt is up next, and then Autumn Henkel, and if anyone gets on, Morgan Todd. Here comes a 2-0 pitch, low and in the dirt. And Emma Voss just one pitch away from being a first base runner for Ridgeview. And Case ready with the 3-0 pitch is on the way. That looks like it's in there for a called strike 1. Taking all the way was Emma Voss. And Case ready with the 3-1 pitch on the way. That's also in there. Full count, 3-2. 3-2 count on Emma Voss leading off the bottom of the second inning with the Raptors trailing 1-0. Here comes the pitch from Case. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So she battled herself back from a 3-0 count and got the strikeout. First strikeout, I believe, of the game. Yes, first strikeout of the game. And Addison Smith, now the batter with 1 out, nobody on base, bottom of the second. We're here in Galva. Crowds all the way around the outfield, all the way down the right field line. I'm assuming down the left field line also, as I'm kind of blocked by the dugout here to tell, but I'm sure there are people down the left field line, people behind me, mainly from Hinton. Here comes a 2-0 pitch. That will miss. Thought maybe that might have been strike 1, but no, it's 3-0 on Addison Schmidt. And Case ready with the 3-0 pitch on the way. That'll be ball 4. So the first base runner for the Raptors, and Autumn Hinkle is the batter. Scott Phelps with a timeout. Got a courtesy runner coming in, and it's Beth Minster. Minster on it first with 1 out. And Autumn Hinkle is the batter. Looks down at Coach Phelps in the third base box, and she'll step into the batter's box. Case ready with her first pitch to Hinkle. Lines, it's right in there, I think, for strike. Yes, strike 1. 0-1 the count. And courtesy runner Menser stays on at first. She would be the tying run here at the bottom of the second inning. Here comes the pitch. That's a, wow, that was a changeup that dropped in there. So it's 0-2. I think that just fooled Autumn Henkel a bit. And it dropped right in the strike zone. So 0-2 to count on Autumn Henkel. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped up on the right side. I think it's going to go out of play. Yes, it is. So it stays 0-2 on Autumn Henkel, the catcher for the Ridgeview Raptors. Raptors in this shortened season got a kind of a slow start, but they're above 500 now at 9-8. Couple of tournament wins. Here comes the pitch. That's way high. So it goes 1-2. Morgan Todd, the designated player, is on deck. So the wind picking up just a little bit, blows kind of left to right, would help a ball hit to right field. I think there's the pop-up, and goes out of play, and it stays 1-2. Our one blind spot, we can see the field exceptionally well here, but right as it goes down the fence here, we have the dugout, the Hinton dugout in the way. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Case. That'll be low, get away, and the base runner, Menser, will get down to second. Tying run in scoring position now. Henkel steps out of the batter's box now. It's a 2-2 count. So she's working the count a little bit after falling behind 0-2. Case ready with the 2-2 pitch on the way high, ball 3. So the count goes full at 3-2. Morgan Todd, the designated player, is on deck. Hinkle has it a little bit high, ball 4. Back-to-back walk. So the tying run on it second, lead run on it first here in the bottom of the second inning. And we have another courtesy runner. That would be Tatum Shepard. Morgan Todd. So Menser on at second, and Shepard on at first, courtesy runners for the Raptors. And Todd steps into the batter's box. Case has walked 2 in a row. Lost that last one after she had an 0-2 count. That one's ball 1, 1-0. Most of her pitches have been high. So it's 1-0 on Morgan Todd. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Way high. Both base runners advance to second and third. So now 2 runners in scoring position and a 2-0 count on Morgan Todd. This Case all of a sudden has a wild streak. Morgan Todd, 2-0 count, right-handed batter. Here comes the pitch, way high, ball 3. Case on the verge of walking the bases loaded. And here comes the pitch. That one is in there for a called strike. 3-1 count on Morgan Todd. Todd out of the box, now back in. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. In there for a called strike 2. So full count, 3-2. Abby Wandry, the left fielder, on deck for the Raptors. So Case ready with the full count pitch, and it's line foul. Down the first base line. Hit it hard, but wide of first base. Only about 5 feet off the ground. But if it was placed right, it would have been a base hit. All right, 3-2 count on Morgan Todd. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So, in the inning, 2 strikeouts and 2 walks. And there's 2 outs, and Abby Wandry batting. Base runners at third and second. At third, you've got Menser. At second, you've got Shepard, the courtesy runners. Here comes the pitch to Wandry. Low and in the dirt. Nice job of blocking that ball so it didn't get away for Hinton by the catcher, Alyssa Fisher. 1-0 count on Abby Wandry. Right-handed batter. Here comes the pitch. Goes high, and it's 2-0. So Case has thrown a lot of pitches here in an inning and 2/3. Bottom of the second, Hinton leading 1-0. That will be inside ball 3. Ball 3 on Abby Wandry. She is the left fielder. There's a pitch, ball 4. So, in between 2 strikeouts, Case has walked, the bases loaded. And Anya Kistenmacher, the shortstop, is the batter. Batting with the bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the second inning with Ridgeview trailing 1-0. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a called strike 1. 0-1. And Kistenmacher, shortstop for the Raptors. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Line drive off of the pitcher, over to first. In time. So good play by the pitcher, Case, as she throws it over to the first baseman for Hinton, Taylor Ryder. So rounding out pitcher to first in the inning, no runs on no hits and 3 left, all walks. And at the end of 2 complete, it is now 1-0 Hinton on top.
It's about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with
United Bank of Iowa is proud to support the student.
I'm Mike Clausen, operator of the Holstein Supermarket in Holstein. I say operator and not owner because I think my customers really hold the true ownership. Without great customers and their support, I would not have a business to own. My staff and I work hard to give you a great selection, a fair price, and a clean, updated store. You can buy groceries anywhere you want, so I thank you for choosing the Holstein Supermarket. If you are not yet a valued customer, we would love to have you become one. At the Holstein Supermarket, we value you.
And the top of the 3rd inning, 0-2 count on Schoenrock as she took a called strike and then just fouled one off. So Edison Schmidt jumping ahead on the count, 0-2 to Sarah Schoenrock, the designated player. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that will miss barely. So 1-2. Tough one to take with 2 strikes, although I think it was just a little bit high and outside on a changeup. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Addison Schmidt. And there's a long drive, and let's see. A great catch as diving. Boy, that was extra bases. Terrific catch by the left fielder for Ridgeview, Abby Wandry, as she came up with a line drive. That looked like a double for sure. So lining out to left field is Schoenrock, and Deanna Kunkel is the batter with 1 out, nobody on base. And here comes the pitch from Schmidt, and she bunts. See if she is able to beat it out. She is. Wow, she is fast. As Kiana Kunkel will get credit for a single, as it was really fielded very well by the pitcher, as the pitcher threw it over to Katie Pinky, and it just wasn't in time. That throw from Schmidt. So base runner on at first with 1 out, top of the 3rd, Hinton leading 1-0. That one's a little bit inside, and it's 1-0. Batter is Emily Small. Grounded out her first time up. She's 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch, and that will miss. 2-0. 2-0 the count on Emily Small. Grounded out pitcher to first here in the top of the first inning, first batter. Here comes the pitch. That's low, 3-0. I think that might be the first time that Edison Schmidt has gone to a 3-0 count. Well, I'm sure it is. Might even be the first time she went to a 3-ball count. Here it comes. That's in there for a called strike, 3-1. 3-1 and Emily Small. Sydney George is on deck. Edison Schmidt ready with a pitch. Ground ball goes to the right side. Flip to second. Flip to first. Double play. So hitting into a double play with Emily Small. That's the second double play we've seen tonight in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left on. So after 2.5 innings, the middle of the third, it is still Hinton 1, Ridgeview nothing. We will be back here on KCHE FM 92.1 in 60 seconds.
The chance your parents may need to move one day is a road no one.
At the Lofschumann Rec Center in Holstein, you'll find the right fit for your fitness goals. This is why so many of the Ridgeview Raptors choose to make this their home to train. Youth activities, adult leagues, and fitness equipment, they have the facility, so all you'll need to bring is the fight. Plus, they have fitness trainers available if you need some basic guidance or upper-level techniques. The Lofschumann Rec Center in Holstein, home to the Ridgeview Raptors and a proud supporter of all area youth activities. The Backdraft Bar and Grill in Holstein has opened their doors for dine-in eating. They'll be following the state's recommendation, so parties can be of no more than 6 people. Tables will be spaced 6 feet apart, and there will be limited seating at the bar. Reservations are strongly encouraged. Following state recommendations means they will continue to be looking out for the health and safety of their staff and everyone that comes in the doors. So if you feel well and need some of the best wings, pizza, prime rib burgers, and sandwiches, extinguish your hunger at the Backdraft in Holstein.
Jay Dudler is the batter here. In the bottom of the third inning, pops it over the fence, so it's 0-1 count. Good level swing, but just fouled it off over the screen. And that's low and in the dirt, evens the count at 1-1. On the mound for her third straight inning is Jaden Cates. Alyssa Fisher is the catcher for the Blackhawks. Here comes the pitch. Round ball goes out to short, and I think it's probably a base hit. It was not fielded, but I'm not sure they could have thrown her out anyway, so we're going to give her credit for a single. Michaela Copen is the batter now. Tying run on at first with nobody out in the bottom of the third inning. We're in Galva. Beautiful night for softball. Another warm night. And the wind blowing out a little bit to right field. Here comes the pitch to Copen. Tried to bunt. Fouled it off. So the count goes 0-1. Michaela Copen, then Katie Pinkinky, and Emma Voss. With Dudler on at first base. Copen back in the batter's box. Here comes the pitch from Jaden Case, and she bunts, and it's foul. Close to touching that in fair territory, but it was foul as the third baseman for the Hinton Blackhawks, Aubrey Lake, fielded that after it had gone foul. So it's 0-2 count on Michaela Copen. Back in, tying run on at first, and she lines a base hit out to right. So it'll be base runners on at first and second. So back-to-back singles. That was really well done with an 0-2 count. Just went with the pitch, knocked it right up the middle. Would be the right of the shortstop. As she was overplaying between second and first. And here comes the pitch in there to Katie Pinkinky. Tying run on at second. The lead run on at first. Katie Pinkinky. And we have the umpires just called a timeout for a second. said something to Jaden Case, the pitcher for Hinton. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Way high. Base runners advance. The second and third with nobody out. So a nice rally going here for Ridgeview in the bottom of the third inning. They trail 1-0, but they have runners at second and third with nobody out. And a 1-1 count on Katie Pinkinky. Here comes the pitch. There's a fly ball out toward right. And it's caught. Sacrifice fly, and we're tied at 1. Sacrifice fly to right field. And an RBI for Katie Pinkinky. And it's now 1-1. Base runner stayed at second, so still a runner out at second. And here comes the pitch. Oh, way high. Good job by the catcher. But the 1 run is in, and we're tied at 1. Bottom of the third inning. 1-0 pitch. On the way, that'll be inside to Emma Voss, and it's 2-0. 2-0 count on Emma Voss. So more than likely Ridgeview a couple of attempts here to get that run in. There's a ground ball back to third. Over to first. Base runner advances to third. That is Shepard. So grounding out. Pitcher to first. Of course, that was from Case over to Taylor Ryder. And the base runner goes over to third. We're tied at 1. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. That time by Addison Schmidt. She walked her first time up. She was one of 3 walks in that second inning. 3 walks, but Ridgeview was not able to score that inning. So 0-1 the count on Addison Schmidt. She can do herself a favor here by getting a base hit and putting Ridgeview in the lead. Swung on and fouled off, so it's 0-2. Case has a couple of strikeouts, and she has Addison Schmidt with a 0-2 count. But the lead run on at third. Here comes the pitch. Way high. Good job by the catcher. That was high and could have gotten away from her, Melissa Fisher. She did a nice job of making sure that that didn't happen. So 1-2 the count on Addison Schmidt. Bottom of the third inning. We're tied at 1. Here comes the pitch. Popped up on the right side. Will go into foul territory and out of play. So good job by the right fielder and the second baseman doing a good job getting over there, but couldn't get it done. Of course, that would be Deanna Kunkel, the second baseman, and Emily Small, the right fielder. All right, 1-2 count on Schmidt. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. There's a long drive to right. And let's see. She could not catch it, and she might end up at third. So it's a 2-1 lead for Ridgeview, and with 2 strikes on, going the opposite way, Addison Schmidt with a triple. That was a tough one for the right fielder, Small, and she couldn't get it. It's over her head. And it's 2-1. Ridgeview in the lead at the end of, or not at the end of, here in the third inning. 2 outs and another run on at third. It's always those clutch hits that you think of throughout a game, with 2 outs and all that sort of thing that really add up. We're early in the game, but Ridgeview has just gone on top for the first time, 2-1. There's a pitch, line drive to second, over to first in time. So nice fielding play out at second base by Deanna Kunkel over to Taylor Ryder in the inning. 2 runs on, 3 hits, and 1 left. And at the end of 3 complete, now Ridgeview leading Hinton by a score of 2-1. You're listening to KPHE FM 92.1, back in 60 seconds.
Everything under the sun.
Whether you live, work, or travel through Holstein, A&A Food and Fuel has everything you need. Delicious pizza, by the slice, or get a whole pizza. Try the Tiefenthaler brats and hamburgers fresh off the grill. Or pick up some chicken for you or the whole family. Fill up your vehicle with our quality fuel and expect friendly customer service every time you stop by. A&A Food and Fuel, Highway 59 in Holstein.
It's done at Holstein Manufacturing.
You probably use your garage to house a few toys, store your vehicles, and stash away some totes. At Buck's Garage in Holstein, his garage is used for one purpose: to keep you rolling down the road safely. Buck's Garage began because of a love for wrenching and the need for affordable fair service work, tune-ups, brake work, new tires, and oil change, and right now, AC work to keep you cool. Whatever you need, call on Buck. Buck's Garage. His garage is your garage. Buck's Garage in Holstein.
And the batter is Sidney George, the left fielder, 0 for 1, grounded out short to first. Is the second batter in the ball game in the top of the first inning. And it's strike one. Edison Schmidt fires it, and that is low, and it's 1-1. 1-1 count on Sidney George. Top of the fourth inning, a 2-1 lead for Ridgeview. Here comes the pitch. Wanted to bunt, pulled back, but it was still in there for a strike. 1-2 on Sidney George. Aubrey Lake up next, and then Bella Badar, who doubled to lead off the second and scored the only run for Hinton. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung on this, strike three. Aubrey Lake is the batter. A right-handed batter. 0 for 1, grounded out pitcher to first to end the first inning. Schmidt ready with a pitch. Nice change-up, had Lake way out in front on that, so she missed it, and it's a 1. Schmidt has shown real good control so far. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, foul back into the screen. And the count goes 0-2. 0-2 on Aubrey Lake. 1 out, and nobody on base in the top of the fourth. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and fouled off, so it stays 1-2. 1-2 count on Aubrey Lake, the third baseman for Hinton. And here comes the pitch from Schmidt. Ground ball wide at third, so it stays 1-2. But as we mentioned, so far, Addison Schmidt has had nice control. 0-2 count. Aubrey Lake. Here comes the pitch. That'll be high and outside, 1-2. Probably tried to make sure she'd go for one out of the strike zone. And Aubrey stands back in there. Here comes the pitch from Schmidt. Swung on and missed way out front. Back-to-back strikeouts for Addison Schmidt. Actually, those are the first 2 strikeouts. And so there are 2 outs, nobody on base, and Bella Badar, who doubled to lead off the second inning. As we mentioned, she scored the first run for him, the only run. Here comes the pitch to Badar. That'll be a little inside, 1-0. Bella Badar, the shortstop, to be followed by Alyssa Fisher, the catcher. 1-0 count on Badar. Here comes the pitch. Long drive to left. Wandry almost lost it, but put it away. So flying out to left field is Bella Badar, 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. So middle of the fourth, after 3.5, it is Ridgeview 2, Hinton 1. You're listening to KCAG 92.1 KCAG FM. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
can we build for you? At Holstein Fabrication, we have state-of-the-art equipment and world-class Midwestern work ethic to design, fabricate, and produce metal parts, weld metals, and produce products in a timely manner. We specialize in laser cutting stainless steel sheet, plate, and now with a three-dimensional laser table, we can work with square and round tube, punch holes, and bend with extreme accuracy. What can we build for you? Visit us today and let's find out at Holstein Manufacturing, a division of Holstein Fabrication.
Life is about caring for.
For any reason, for every season, we have what you need at Stevenson Hardware in Holstein. We may be a small family-owned hardware store, but we listen to our customers and stock what you need. Tools to build your dreams and Valspar paint to give them life. Drills and gardening supplies to make your summers nice. Mowers to snowblowers, hardware to plumbing, electrical to agricultural, school supplies to household cleaners. We have it or we'll get it. Expect more from our family-owned hardware store. Stevenson Hardware on Main in Holstein.
All right, set to go with Morgan Todd here in the bottom of the fourth. 2-1 lead for Ridgeview. They'll try to tack on some more runs here as it's ball one from Jaden Case. And here comes the 1-0 pitch, way high. 2-0 count. Abby Wandry on deck, and then Anya Kistenmacher. And back to the top of the order. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. That'll be in there for a strike. 2-1 count. 2-1 is the lead for Ridgeview here in the bottom of the fourth inning, and they are batting as the home team here. Pitch, swung on and fouled off. We're 2-2 count. Ball comes back to pitcher Jaden Case. She struck out 2 and walked 3. Here comes the 2-2 pitch on the way high. Where she has trouble most of the time is high. Morgan Todd leading off the fourth. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Single right up the middle right, past second base. And Todd is on at first with nobody out, and Abby Wandry is the batter. Looks down at Coach Phelps in the third base coach's box. And looks like they'll try to bunt, and they bunt it foul. So Abby Wandry will be coming back. And Anya Kistenmacher is on deck, and then it would be back to the top of the order. So again, Abby Wandry, the left fielder, walked her first time up. We're in the fourth inning, and it's 2-1 in favor of Ridgeview. And there's a bunt again foul. So it's 0-2. 0-2 on Abby Wandry. Bottom of the fourth inning here in Galva. Again, we've had a real good stretch here as far as nice nights for softball and baseball. Little warm, but now it's cooling a bit. Nice breeze. Here comes the pitch. That'll be out of the strike zone. 1-2. 1-2 on Abby Wandry. Made the great catch, diving catch, a couple of innings ago. That was a leadoff base hit, or would have been a base hit. And Wandry gets a hit, and the base runners will be at first and third. Base runners at the corner as Wandry gets the single. Anya Kistenmacher. Left-handed batter will get in there. She's the shortstop for Ridgeview. Base runners at first and third. Already a 2-1 lead for Ridgeview. And here comes the pitch. It's in there for a called strike. Wandry goes down to second. So now with nobody out, Ridgeview has base runners, 2 base runners in scoring position. And an 0-1 count on Anya Kistenmacher. Left-handed batter, 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch. be low and in the dirt. Good job by Fisher making sure it didn't get by her. Count 1-1. Kistenmacher batting from the left side. And here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way. There's a swung on and hit out to the first baseman, popping out to third, so not an opportunity. I thought at first it might go a little farther, but it's put away, popping out to third, so the base runners stay at second and third. So here's Shea Duttler, 1 for 2. Here comes the pitch from Case. There's a long drive, should drive in a run. Goes out to center. Throw is coming to home, and there's a sacrifice fly. Sacrifice fly and RBI. Well played by the center fielder for Hinton, Morgan Stuckey, and threw it to home plate, and it was relatively close. She was clearly in, but it was a nice throw on one bounce to the catcher Fisher, but not in time. So it's 3-1 now in favor of Ridgeview. In the bottom of the fourth, here comes the pitch, and it's popped up, and a nice catch made by the catcher. Wow, that was really impressive. Just dove headlong and popping out to the catcher, Michaela Colpin. In the inning, 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left. At the end of 4 complete, it's now Ridgeview 3, Hinton 1. You're listening to KCAG FM 92.1. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Rods Fertilizer and Sales in Galva supports the Ridgeview Raptors in all sporting events. Rods Fertilizer and Sales in Galva has been locally owned and operated since 1985, and they look forward to helping you with your fertilization and custom application needs. The friendly staff at Rods Fertilizer and Sales gets to know their customers, and they treat them like family, and they look forward to meeting with you. And good luck to the Ridgeview Raptors from Rods Fertilizer and Sales in Galva.
At the Holstein Supermarket, we value you.
The Backdraft Bar and Grill on Main Street in Holstein is the perfect dining establishment. Whether it's lunch or dinner, they have a menu that has something for everyone. Maybe it's a burger with cheese and bacon, or a tasty chicken sandwich, or maybe a hot dog with some delicious sauerkraut, or try the fried pickles or crab cheddar jalapeno bites on the side. And who can forget their phenomenal selection of original handmade specialty pizzas? The Backdraft Bar and Grill has it all. Extinguish your hunger at the Backdraft on Main in Holstein.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So Fisher will lead it off here already in the top of the 5th inning. We're about 45 minutes into the game. And here comes the pitch from Schmidt. It'll be ball 1. 1-0 count on Alyssa Fisher, to be followed by Jaden Case, the pitcher, and Taylor Ryder, the first baseman. If anyone gets on, Sarah Schubach. Here comes the pitch. Popped up. Let's see. It'll be out of play. Pretty much right over our head. At first we thought, well, it might stay in, and the catcher for Ridgeview giving a good effort there, of course. Adam Hinkle. And it's a 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Outside to Fisher. It's 2-1. Leading off the 5th inning here, already in the 5th, and it's 3-1 Ridgeview lead. Here comes the pitch, swung on, foul back into the screen, and it's 2-2. 2-2 count. Ready for the 2-2 pitch from Addison Schmidt. Line drive out to left center, should be extra bases, and should be at least a double, and it is. Stand-up double to left center field for Alyssa Fisher. So she leads off with the double in the 5th. Nobody out, obviously, and Fisher is on at second. And let's see, she will have Kyra Shaw will be the courtesy runner, and Jaden Case will stand in. She hit into a double play to end the second inning. And here we go with the first pitch from Schmidt, and that'll be inside 1-0. Taylor Ryder is up next. 3-1. It's a 3-1 lead for the Ridgeview Raptors. Addison Schmidt winds, fires. That one will be in there for a called strike. Again, on at second is Kyra Shaw, the courtesy runner for the Blackhawks. And we're ready with the 1-1 pitch. Addison Schmidt brings it home. Case lines it foul to the right side. Jade Case, the pitcher, 0 for 1. She hit into a double play. Didn't get credit for an RBI, but they could have had a big inning there, but it just didn't happen. They did get the 1 run. That's how they got the lead. Here comes the pitch, 1-2. That's out to second base and to first in time. So a good play by the second baseman for the Raptors. And, of course, the second baseman for the Raptors, Michaela Tolfin, over to first baseman, Katie Pinkhinky. So grounding out second to first is Case, and Taylor Ryder is the batter. Now, still a runner on at second with 1 out now, and Ryder the batter. That'll be low, ball 1, 1-0. The count. And Sarah Schuenbach is the on-base, in the on-deck circle, excuse me. And we have Addison Schmidt just time out for a second to tie her shoe. Now she's ready to go with a 1-0 pitch to Taylor Ryder. The runner in scoring position and 1 out. And it's down the left field line fair. Let's see. But it's fielded very well by Wandry, and Kyra Shaw only gets to third, but it's a single. So they've got 2 hits in the inning, but still haven't scored. Base runners at first and third. Sarah Schuenbach is the batter. All right. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball goes to the right side. We have a flip to first for an out. Ground out second to first, but an RBI for Schuenbach, and it's 3-2. As it goes from Michaela Kulpin over to Katie Pinkhinky, and it's a 3-2 game right now. Base runner on at third. Batter is Kayana Kunkel. Zingler first time up. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Over to first in time. Big out for Ridgeview. Rounding out from the pitcher. Schmidt over to first baseman Pinkhinky. And in the inning, 1 run on, 2 hits and 1 left. And middle of the 5th inning, after 4.5, it is Hinton trailing Ridgeview by a score of 3-2. You're listening to KCHE FM 92.1, and we'll be back in 60 seconds.
EverTech, we believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends. And EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
712-368-4304.
It's official. The Backdraft Bar and Grill in Holstein has opened their doors for dine-in eating. They'll be following the state's recommendation, so parties can be of no more than 6 people. Tables will be spaced 6 feet apart, and there will be limited seating at the bar. Reservations are strongly encouraged. Following state recommendations means they will continue to be looking out for the health and safety of their staff and everyone that comes in the doors. So if you feel well and need some of the best wings, pizza, prime rib burgers, and sandwiches, extinguish your hunger at the Backdraft in Holstein.
All right, we are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ridgeview leading by a score of 3-2, and they're batting here in the bottom of the fifth, and it's now 1-1. Had this swung on and foul back in the screen, and then we have ground ball. That one was about a 40-footer that landed way in front of the catcher. The catcher is Fisher. So 1-1 count on Katie Pinky. 0 for 1, but she has an RBI. There's a ground ball to third. No, they're saying foul. It was just barely foul. When she fielded it, easy enough for the home plate umpire, and the third base umpire is right there too. As you'll see, in tournament play, 3 umpires instead of 2. Count 1-2. Hit Pinky. Here comes the pitch. That's way high. Katie Pinky. And it evens the count at 2-2. Bottom of the fifth inning. Katie is leading off the bottom of the fifth. A 1-run lead for Ridgeview. And here comes the pitch. High. That'll set up a 3-2 count. Always a good situation if you can get that first base runner on. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. This is top to the right side, out of play. Swing a little bit late there, and it stays 3-2. Emma Voss on deck. So we have a 3-2 lead for Ridgeview. They are batting in the bottom of the fifth inning. Case winds the 3-2 pitch way low. There's another walk. Walks have really been hurt. Well, I shouldn't say that. They got away with it on the second inning. They walked 3 in that inning and didn't give up a run. But still, that's not good for Hinton as they give the leadoff batter a pass, and Emma Voss is the batter. She is 0 for 2. Here comes the pitch. There's a pop-up out of play down the third base line. And the count goes 0-1. Edison Schmidt on deck, and then Autumn Hinkle. Voss, the right fielder for Ridgeview. As we got started with Hinton scoring the top of the second, and then Ridgeview came up with a run, 2 runs in the bottom of the third, 1 run in the fourth, 3-1, and then Hinton scored in the top of the fifth to cut that lead to 3-2. And we're now in the bottom of the fifth, and we have an 0-1 count on Emma Voss, a base runner on at first with nobody out. Here comes the pitch, and it gets away. They'll have a base runner down at second. So a wild pitch there. And Voss will step back into the batter's box for the 1-1 count. Jaden Case ready with the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed on off-speed pitch way out front, and it's 1-2. As we have Case has walked 4, struck out 2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Very close, but just a little bit high, and that evens the count at 2-2. Kind of a tough one to take with 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball goes to the left side. Third baseman over to first. Well fielded, but the base runner is able to get over to third as the third baseman, Sky Hinkle, fielded that and threw it over. Third baseman, Aubrey Blake, threw it over to Taylor Ryder. And there's 1 out, but the base runner is now on at third. And here comes a pitch, base hit, another run coming in for Ridgeview. So there's a single for Emma Voss. And so a single for Addison Schmidt. And Autumn Hinkle will be the batter. So Ridgeview with a 4-2 lead. We're in the bottom of the fifth with 1 out. And the base runner on at first. Autumn Hinkle, the batter. Here base runner gets down to second. .42 lead for Ridgeview here in the fifth inning, and it looks like Hinton wants to have a little bit of a conference on the mound here. We don't have a coach out there, so pretty sure there won't be a change in pitchers. They'll talk things over about the situation. 4-2 as Ridgeview has tacked on another run here in the bottom of the fifth inning, and they lead it by a score of 4-2. And here comes the pitch from Case. Pop up on the right side, out of play. So that evens the count at 1-1. 1-1 count on Autumn Hinkle. She is 0 for 1. She walked and also grounded second to first here in the third inning. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball to the left side. It's stopped by the shortstop. Nice diving play, but no chance to throw her out. So Hinkle gets credit for a single to deep short as the shortstop for Hinton did a nice job. Bella Badar, as she dove for it, stopped it, and now base runners at first and third. Ridgeview with a 4-2 lead.
Number 2 is the designated player, Morgan.
Designated player, Morgan Todd, and she's 1 for 2, struck out and singled in the fourth inning, her last at bat. That'll be out of the strike zone, and it goes 1-0. Just one out, a run in as Ridgeview has expanded their lead to 4-2. And here comes the pitch way high. Base runners at the corners at first and third. And it's 2-0. Well out of the strike zone. Here comes the 2-0 pitch on the way. That goes high, and it's 3-0. Morgan Todd, the batter, to be followed by Abby Wandry, who singled her last time up. She's actually 1 for 1. She walked and she singled. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike, taking all the way, and it's 3-1. 3-1 on Morgan Todd. So Case has been in a lot of trouble here tonight, and she is behind by a score of 4-2. Here comes the pitch, and she tried to hold up, but it went off of her bat, fouled on the first base line. So it's now a full count at 3-2. As Todd will step in there, back in the batter's box, right-handed batter, designated player, full count 3-2. Jaden Case winds the 3-2 pitch on the way. Good pitch, swung on and fouled off. Good job by Morgan Todd of fouling it off. Pitch pretty much down the middle with some heat on it. And again, it's 3-2 count with Morgan Todd. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball goes to the left side. Badar over to second. And there's an out, but fielder's choice, but an RBI. It's 5-2. So 2 outs now, and Abby Wandry is the batter. Looks like the game just about an hour old. Here comes the pitch. Just a reminder, you're in tune with KCHE-FM 92.1 stereo, Cherokee, Iowa. It is 8 o'clock. And Abby Wandry with a 1-strike count, swung on and fouled off. 2 outs, 2 runs in, as Ridgeview leads it by a score of 5-2. Wind blowing out toward right field. Here comes the pitch. And it's ball 2-0. Abby Wandry. We mentioned 1 for 1 in the game. Here comes the pitch. That one is out. Throw down to second. And a nice job there. Looked like she might be out. It was a good throw down there. But Todd 5 is in there with a stolen base. So she's on second, and there's a 3-0 count. Wandry looks down at Coach Phelps, and right back in the batter's spot. And here comes a 3-0 pitch. In there for a called strike, 3-1 count. She'd be followed by Anya Kistenmacher. Abby back in the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Line drive to the right fielder. So lining out to right field is Abby Wandry. Right fielder didn't have to move much at all that time. And that's Emily Small. In the inning, 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 left on. So at the end of 5 complete, it is Ridgeview 5, the Hinton Blackhawks 2. You're listening to KCAG FM 92.1, Cherokee, Iowa, and we'll be back in 60 seconds.
I'm Mike Clausen, operator of the Holstein Supermarket in Holstein. I say operator and not owner because I think my customers really hold the true ownership. Without great customers and their support, I would not have a business to own. My staff and I work hard to give you a great selection, a fair price, and a clean, updated store. You can buy groceries anywhere you want, so I thank you for choosing the Holstein Supermarket. If you are not yet a valued customer, we would love to have you become one. At the Holstein Supermarket, we value you.
Holstein.
Innovation.
At the Lofschumann Rec Center in Holstein, you'll find the right fit for your fitness goals. This is why so many of the Ridgeview Raptors choose to make this their home to train. Youth activities, adult leagues, and fitness equipment, they have the facilities, so all you'll need to bring is the fight. Plus, they have fitness trainers available if you need some basic guidance or upper-level techniques. The Lofschumann Rec Center in Holstein, home to the Ridgeview Raptors and a proud supporter of all area youth activities.
Very first pitch of the top of the 6th inning. Ground ball out to second base by Emily Small, and it was Michaela Culpin over to Katie Pinckney. There's 1 out, nobody on base. Again, top of the 6th inning already, and it's a 5-2 lead for Ridgeview. Nice crowd on hand. Now it's cooled off a little bit. Sun is not in our eyes. Here as the press box blocks the sun. So as the night goes on, it gets a little more pleasant. Just enough breeze even when it was real warm to help out. Swung on and fouled off by George. Here's the trying to slap hit, and it was foul, so it's 0-2. As she is 0-4-2, as she grounded out short to first in the 1st inning, then in the 4th inning struck out. And I think they're saying she did swing. She was trying to slap hit, stopped, and so it's out of the strike zone, 1-2. Schmidt has it. There's a little liner. Nice play in foul territory for the Raptors as the third baseman, Kai Hinkle, puts it away. So popping out to third, actually in foul territory, Sydney George. And we've got 2 outs, nobody on base, and Aubrey Lake. So far, really good pitching performance by Edison Schmidt. And the pitch is swung on and fouled back over the screen. And it's 0-1. 0-1 and Aubrey Lake, the third baseman. She'll stand back in there. An 0-1 count. She's 0-2. Here comes the pitch from Schmidt. There's a line drive out to right field. Extra bases. Probably will get 2. No, she won't. Real nice play by Ridgeview as they got over there in a hurry as the right fielder and LaVoss and Shay Duttler, the center fielder, got that one in a hurry. Sure looked like it was going to be a double, but they held the base runner on at first. Aubrey Lake with the single, and Bella Badar, she's the one who doubled leading off the 2nd inning and scored the first run of the game. Here comes the pitch from Schmidt, popped up, should be put away. Third baseman puts it away, Sky Hinkle. So popping to third on the first pitch is Bella Badar in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Middle of the 6th inning after 5.5. It's Ridgeview 5, Hinton 2. You're listening to KCAG FM 92.1. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Whether you live, work, or travel through Holstein, A&A Food and Fuel has everything you need. Delicious pizza, buy the slice, or get a whole pizza. Try the Tiefenthaler brats and hamburgers fresh off the grill. Or pick up some chicken for you or the whole family. Fill up your vehicle with our quality fuel and expect friendly customer service every time you stop by. A&A Food and Fuel, Highway 59 in Holstein.
Loving one another, being there for family.
You probably use your garage to house a few toys, store your vehicles, and stash away some totes. At Buck's Garage in Holstein, his garage is used for one purpose, to keep you rolling down the road safely. Buck's Garage began because of a love for wrenching and the need for affordable fair service work, tune-ups, brake work, new tires, and oil change, and right now, AC work to keep you cool. Whatever you need, call on Buck. Buck's Garage. His garage is your garage. Buck's Garage in Holstein.
Bottom of the 6th inning, with Ridgeview leading by a score of 5-2, and we have Anya Kitzenmacher leading off. She's 0 for 2. Right-handed batter, the shortstop for the Raptors. And Case fires the pitch in, and will miss. It's 1-1. 1-1 count on Anya Kitzenmacher. Here comes the pitch. Line drive. Goes out to short. Over to first. In time. Just barely in time. As the shortstop made a nice play for the Blackhawks. Bella Badar over to Taylor Ryder. Grounding out short to first is Kitzenmacher. 1 out, nobody on base. And Shea Duttler is the batter. Here comes the pitch. And the line drive out to right. Not having to move at all is the right fielder for Hinton. And that is Emily Small. And she puts it away, so flying out to right field is Shea Duttler. And Michaela Colpin is the batter with 2 outs, nobody on base. Here comes the pitch. In there for a called strike. Michaela Colpin, left-handed batter. Bottom of the 6th, 5-2 lead for Ridgeview. There's a little slap, and she'll get it in there for a single. Over the first baseman's head. For a moment, we thought maybe the first baseman would have a crack at it. That, of course, is Taylor Ryder. Couldn't quite get there, so a single with 2 outs for Michaela Colpin and Katie Pinkinky, the first baseman. And she has an RBI, a walk, sacrifice fly, and grounded out second to first. So officially 0 for 1, but with a run batted in. And that'll be ball 1 to Katie Pinkinky. Base runner on at first. That would be an insurance run as Ridgeview leads at 5-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch and a stolen base, uncontested. Fisher was thinking about throwing down there, but then bobbled the ball just a little bit, decided to hold on to it, and that was a good decision. 2-0 count to Pinkinky, and ground ball goes out to short to Badar. She boots it. So Pinkinky on with an error. And Emma Voss. Emma Voss will bat, and let's see, she is 1 for 3. Single her last time up. She struck out, grounded out pitcher to first, and single. So got a little bit better each time. 5-2. Very important for Hinton not to give up another run. Already down 3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Have a short conference on the mound. And we'll be ready to go with Emma Voss, the batter. Right-handed batter for the Raptors. And here we go. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball goes to left side to Badar. Badar over to first. Gets away. Run scores. Now 6-2. Not sure if we'll call that an error or not. Might be a single, because I'm not sure that even it was fielded well, and I'm not sure on the one top that would have gotten the base runner anyway, boss. So it's 6-2. A run is in. 4-run lead now for Ridgeview. And we have the pitch. Goes way high, and it's 1-0. Schmidt with a 6-2 lead now as a pitcher. It's a good ball game so far. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Case. That'll be way high, and base runner goes down to second. So now 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs, and a 2-0 count on Edison Schmidt. The Raptors with a 6-2 lead. And here comes the 2-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Had her out in front on that. 2-1 count on Schmidt. She is actually 2 for 2. Been on base all 3 times. Walked, tripled in the third, and then a single her last time up. So 2-2 count on Edison Schmidt. Base runners at second and third. Another run is already in here in the bottom of the 6th. Their lead is up to 6-2. Here's a pitch from Case. Good job by Fisher, making sure that ball in the dirt didn't get away from her. And Edison Schmidt gets back in the batter's box. Strong-looking right-handed batter. Here comes the pitch. Ball 4. So bases loaded now, as Case was able to get the first 2 outs, but since then there's been a run scored and the bases are loaded. So there's been 4 or 5 straight batters have gotten on base, and Autumn Hinkle is batting. She has 1 hit. She's 1 for 2, been on base twice, walked, grounded out, and singled. So Hinkle, right-handed batter, she's the catcher for Ridgeview. Again, still 6-2, but the bases are loaded with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The Raptors trying to add some more runs here to have some insurance. Morgan Todd is on deck. And here comes the pitch from Case. Low and in the dirt. All the runners stay there. Good job by Fisher, making sure that didn't get away from her. She's had kind of a rough night here. But she's been doing a good job making sure just once or twice has the ball gotten by her. And 2-0 is the count to Hinkle. Way high, ball 3. 1 more. A run comes in. 3-0 count. And here comes the 3-0 pitch. In the dirt, run scores. Walk and an RBI for Hinkle. Morgan Todd is the batter. So now 2 runs in here in the bottom of the 6th, and it's 7-2. Jaden Case ready with a pitch. That'll be ball 1. A little bit high. 1-0 count on Morgan Todd. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That looks like it's in there. It is. 1-1 count on Morgan Todd. Yes, 5 straight hitters have reached base after 2 were out to drive in a couple of runs on there have been 2 hits. And one of the RBIs was a walk with the bases loaded just a moment ago. 1-1 count. Morgan Todd the batter. Here comes a pitch from Case. of the 6th inning. The score is 7-2 Ridgeview. Here comes the pitch. And it's ball 3-2. Todd out of the box, now back in the box with a 3-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Fouled out of play, so it stays 3-2. Ball goes back over toward a house on one bounce. And again, the count stays 3-2. 7-2 Ridgeview leading. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball goes into right field. May drive in 2. It'll be close at the plate. A 2-run single. And then the catcher throws it, and really pretty good throw, but not fielded by the third baseman. So Morgan Todd, a 2-run single. And it's 9-2. And Abby Wandry is the batter. So 4 runs have scored here, all starting with 2 outs. It's 2 outs, nobody on base, and 6 straight batters have reached base, and it's 9-2. Abby Wandry has 1 hit, 1 for 2 and a walk, and that'll be outside 1-0. Jaden Case, the pitcher for Hinton, has gone all the way. Here comes the pitch. Way high, 2-0. So base runners at second and third after those 2 runs scored. It was a single for Todd, but she was able to get down to second and to throw into home. And there's a line drive into left field. We'll bring home 2 more. And it's 11-2. 2-run single. It's 11-2. Umpire calls a timeout. There's been a lot of action at home plate. Sliding in home plate, so he has to get out his brush and brush off home plate. So a base runner on at second, that would end the game if she would score here in the bottom of the 6th, as it's 11-2. 6 runs all scoring here with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch, way high, and the count goes 1-0. Anya Kistenmacher is the batter. Four hits, 4 RBIs, 5 RBIs here in this inning. 6 runs have scored. It's 11-2. And the count is 1-1 to Anya Kistenmacher. Jada Case with a pitch. There's a pop going out, and this might be the ball game. You'll see there'll be a play at the plate. I think the game's over. RBI single, and in the inning, 7 runs have scored on 6 hits, and the score ends up being 12-2 in 6 innings. So final score, it is Ridgeview winning the game by a score of 12-2. Broke it open in the 6th inning, bottom of the 6th inning, with 7 runs. So we'll take a timeout and come back and just wrap it up real quickly.
I'm Mike Clausen, operator of the
Can we build for you? At Holstein Fabrication, we have state-of-the-art equipment and world-class Midwestern work ethic to design, fabricate, and produce metal parts, weld metals, and produce products in a timely manner. We specialize in laser cutting stainless steel sheet, plate, and now with a 3-dimensional laser table, we can work with square and round tube, punch holes, and bend with extreme accuracy. What can we build for you? Visit us today and let's find out at Holstein Manufacturing, a division of Holstein Fabrication.
The students of the Ridgeview Raptors, as well as
For any reason, for every season, we have what you need at Stevenson Hardware in Holstein. We may be a small family-owned hardware store, but we listen to our customers and stock what you need. Tools to build your dreams and Valspar paint to give them life. Grills and gardening supplies to make your summers nice. Mowers to snowblowers, hardware to plumbing, electrical to agricultural, school supplies to household cleaners. We have it or we'll get it. Expect more from our family-owned hardware store. Stevenson Hardware on Main in Holstein.
Once again, tight game just blown open here in the bottom of the sixth inning with 7 runs by the Ridgeview Raptors. So it all started out with Hinton getting a run in the top of the second inning to lead 1-0 after 2. Then Ridgeview got 2 in the bottom of the third to lead 2-1. Added another one in the fourth to lead 3-1. Then Hinton came up with a run in the top of the fifth to cut it to 3-2. Then 2 runs in the bottom for Ridgeview, and that made it 5-2. And then with 2 outs and nobody on base, Ridgeview went on to score 7 runs in the bottom of the sixth inning to win it by a score of 12-2. A lot of hitting for Ridgeview, as we had Shea Duttler with a 1 for 3 and an RBI, Michaela Colpin with a couple of hits, Emma Voss with 2 hits, Addison Schmidt with 2 hits, 1 hit for Autumn Henkel, 2 hits for Morgan Todd, also a couple of RBIs. Abby Wandry had 2 hits and 2 RBIs, and Anna Kistenmacher had 1 hit and an RBI. Who else had an RBI? As we had at the top of the lineup, Michaela Colpin had a run batted in. So again, the victory goes to Ridgeview by a score of 12-2 in 6 innings, as it looked like a tight one through 3 or 4 innings, but all of a sudden it ended up 12-2 in favor of Ridgeview. We will go ahead and thank our sponsors as we appreciate their support, and we'll follow Ridgeview on Monday as they'll be in a regional final. We'll let you know later where it is. So we'll send it back to the station for some music.
Whether or not